Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to implement a nav. So what is a nav? So let's just flick over to the Bootstrap official website, and it's like this. It essentially allows you to show some sort of navigation based system. So you could have, in here they're just hashes, and that's what we're going to do so they don't go to another page or website, but they could go to a different page, a different website. You can make them into like a tab system, with JavaScript that allows you to do stuff like you put drop downs in there like this. So it shows you different content. So instead of having all the content displayed, which can be overwhelming to the user, it can make your website look cluttered. You're going to show a little bit, and if they want to see the profile stuff, they can click that. If they don't want to see contact information, they can click that. So I'm just going to show you some basic ones, and you can see the rest of it like this, for example, and using drop downs on the official Bootstrap website, which I will provide in the description. Okay, so to implement one, what you want to do is create an unordered list, and it's going to have a class of nav, have a list item, and it's going to have a class of nav dash item, and we're going to put a class nav dash link. I'm going to put active. So active doesn't specifically style it in any way on a regular nav, but it's good to have it to show the one that is active. Plus, it's useful for a different type of nav, like a tab bar one, which we'll show you in a second, a tabbed one. Okay, so we're going to put area dash current equals page href hash, and I'm going to say active. So this is the first one. I'm just going to say active. Okay, so let's copy and paste this, and we'll just need a few different changes. Okay, so that we're leaving that the same. We don't want active anymore because we only ever want one active, so we can get rid of this as well. And that's it. And then you just change whatever the text you want it to be. So link, like so. And I'll show you one more, and this will be a disabled one, so you can't actually select it. So you put disabled here, because you don't want to be able to tab to it either. So this is just some housekeeping. I'm going to put -1, and then I'm going to say area dash disabled is true, and I'm going to say disabled. Save that, go back, refresh, there we go, and that's it. Obviously we can't click that one. They don't do anything at the moment, but they could potentially take you to a different page or website. Now let me show you positioning with these navs. So I've just duplicated it, and what you can do is on the outer nav, so the unordered list, you can say justify dash content dash center. So by default it's all the way to the left of the parent container. We'll do that. It's now in the center, which is pretty darn cool. And I want you to figure out, just look at the website, how to do it all the way to the right. Okay, now let me show you a tab system. And the tab system is pretty simple. There's only one thing that you gotta add, and is a class nav-tabs. That's the beauty of using something like Bootstrap. Once you set up the initial, let's say in this case a nav, to manipulate it and make it look different, add different features, it's usually just a class or two that you have to add. So the developers of Bootstrap have put a lot of time and effort into making this as easy as possible. So save that, go back, refresh, there we go. It's a more tab-like system, and this that looks like the active one is based on this active class, because if you was to remove it, it would no longer be active. So this is one of the navs where the active class does actually have some styling, but it's good to put that there, and the area dash current for page as well, for whichever one is currently active. So that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.